Hello everyone, I am Dr. O.P. Tiwari, Associate Professor of English, Government College, Sri Ganganagar. Today we are going to have a brief introduction of the essay Vivekanand, The Great Journey to the West, written by Romain Rolland. Romain Rolland was a French author born in 1866. He was deeply interested in Indian culture and philosophy and wrote biographies of both Gandhi and Vivekanand. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1915 for his novel Jean Christophe. The essay Vivekanand, The Great Journey to the West is an extract taken from Life of Vivekanand. It discusses with vividness and sensitivity of Vivekanand's first journey to America to attend the Parliament of Religions. As per the essay, one day Vivekanand heard about a Parliament of Religions to be held someday somewhere in America, and he decided to go to it at once. But no one cared, neither he nor his students or his disciples, to find out the day and the exact place where the Parliament of Religion was going to take place. His journey was undertaken without any planning, and he did not take any credentials with him. He not even thought about the climatic conditions and customs for which he had great troubles during his journey. He froze on the boat when he arrived in Canada in his costume of Indian pomp and ceremony given by his followers, Maharaja of Khetadi. Everywhere he found the religious influence of ancient India over the Far East and the spiritual unity of Asia. At the sight of the progress achieved by Japan, he thought of the ills from which his own country suffered. Vivekanand reached Chicago in the middle of July. He found the Western world totally different from his own, with which he was familiar. On reaching Chicago, he came to know that the Parliament of Religion did not open until after the first week of September. He was running out of money, so he cabled to his friends in Madras for help and applied to an official religious society for a grant. The chief of the society sent this reply: "Let the devil die of cold." That means he did not get any help from India. But in fact, as has been described in the essay, the devil neither died nor gave up. Fate helped him. Fate always helps those who know how to help themselves. Vivekanand left for Boston. On the Boston train, a rich Massachusetts lady was influenced by his conversation and personality and invited him to her home and introduced him to the Hellenist J.H. Wright, a professor at Harvard. This man was struck by Vivekanand's genius and helped him with all his resources and bought him a ticket for Chicago. The train arrived late, and the dazed young man who had lost the address of the committee did not know where to go. The train reached Chicago quite late. Vivekanand had lost the address of the committee. He did not know where to go. He slept in an empty box at the station begged from door to door, and was insulted, a man helped him at last. The first session of the parliament was opened on Monday, 11th of September 1893. Pratap Chandra Mazumdar, the chief of Brahmo Samaj, represented the Indian theists. Gandhi represented Jains, and Chakravarti with Annie Besant represented the Theosophical Society. Vivekananda, however, represented India as a whole. His address to the audience of the Chicago Parliament of World Religions was simple but something unthought of, unprecedented in history. He quoted two beautiful passages from the sacred books, and I quote, "Whoever comes to me through whatsoever form, I reach him. All men are struggling through paths which in the end lead to me." Unquote. His opening words, "Sisters and brothers of America," excited the listening throng. The listening crowd stood up, applauded. He presented Hinduism as the mother of all religions. He embraced all the gods of different sects into one God. The Parliament of Religions gave the young orator a standing ovation. Thank you.